What's up everyone, I'm your female otaku and I'm here to review episode 1 of Little Witch Academia or Academia, whichever way you want to pronounce it. I tend to flip back and forth because sometimes I feel like calling it Academia because, you know, it has more of an American feel, therefore I kind of want to pronounce the English title properly, but then, you know, it also has, you know, a little bit of, you know, the anime feel to it with the trigger art style that makes me want to say Academia. So I tend to flip back and forth, whatever. I'm here to review this first episode. As I've been saying time and time again, the season is very weak. However, what I didn't expect is for this anime to be one of the better ones to air. You see, I did watch the short film and the OVA coming first and then the short film coming afterwards. I watched them both and I enjoyed them. I thought they were very pleasant to watch and it felt like something that I could watch on like Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon actually, and something I could show to my niece or my little baby cousin. I really enjoyed the atmosphere to it. And then when winter rolled along and, you know, I made my top upcoming winter 2017 video, a lot of people were wondering why I wasn't hyped for this series, and the reason is because I already know what's going to happen because I've seen the OVA and the short film. This series is just elaborating more in those, you know, works, those movies. So why would I be hyped for something that I already know is how it's gonna play out? Now some of you may be all like, but Sloan, you get hyped for when a manga you read gets adapted, and I'm like, true, but Little Witch Academia isn't really something I would get hyped for because it's just something charming. That's all it is. It's nothing epic. But then when I saw this first episode, I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. Little Witch Academia doesn't feel like an anime. Like I said, it feels like something that you would watch on Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon should totally air this. It would be so popular. But it doesn't air on Nickelodeon. Why is that? I mean, anime has aired before on kids' television before. Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh! Even, I think Yokai Watch too. I really don't know, but I guess this is one of those anime that kind of has that charm to it that even adults can enjoy. You know, that same charm that a lot of us get when watching Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, Powerpuff Girls, what else is out that everyone likes? Star versus the Forces of Evil, you know, cartoons like that. It just has this sort of charm that any age can enjoy. It makes it diverse and it makes more people love it. And that's pretty awesome. But anyway, with this first episode, we elaborate more on what I've actually always been curious about, which is how Akko became friends with Lot and Susie, which by the way, for those of you who don't know, Susie is best girl. And I always wanted to learn more about the witch world, and we did, all in this episode. And it was just so adventurous, whimsical. They kept the soundtrack that I love that gives it that extra, I don't know, an investment into the world. You know what I'm saying? It's nice, it's relaxing, it's fun, you forget everything else that happened throughout your day, and it's good. Akko fell in love with the witch world as soon as she saw a performance by Shiny Chariot. And now she wants to become a witch, but she doesn't have witch blood. So she's going to learn how to become a witch even though she's not a part of a witch bloodline, and gets caught up in trying to get over to Luna Nova, the academy. And she and Susie and Lot, they end up going through the broom terminal, which I thought was so interesting because that wasn't in the movie, the broom terminal. And then an accident happened and then they land in the forest. And then they go through some, you know, wacky adventure. And Susie's best girl because she likes to test out her spells on everyone. When she first met Akko, there was no greeting. No, she just tested out her spells on her. I love Susie so much, you have no idea. And later on, during that whole mess in the forest, we see that Akko has the shiny rod that Shiny Chariot used. And I'm not too sure if I'm allowed to say this, so I'm going to only speak vaguely, just in case for those of you who didn't really get it, since it wasn't exactly officially revealed, but they kind of hinted at it for you TV onlys. So we see this teacher and she sees like the rod and stuff, and then she like continues to like, we see her, the color of her eyes as well, and then she says the spell that Akko repeats. So that's all I'm gonna say there. I'm not too sure how obvious that was for TV onlys, you know, the ones that haven't seen the OVA and the movie. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Unless if I'm being too obvious in that case, ooh, I'm sorry. Overall, I'm really excited to get to learn more about Akko and her adventures over at Luna Nova, some other characters that you're gonna meet that I cannot wait for you guys to fall in love with. For those of you who have seen the OVA and the movie, let me know your thoughts as well on this episode, and you TV onlys, let me know your thoughts on it as well. Are you gonna give it the 3-episode test? Are you gonna wait until it's all up on Netflix? Because you know Netflix has licensed the series, so right now we're only getting fan subs. And yeah, catch me tomorrow as I live react to Yaoi Petal and possibly review Onihei. Not too sure about that just yet. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.